Hello everybody, Todd here, and this is a basic tutorial on Windows Movie Maker, and I want to demonstrate to you how easy it is to edit the videos that you guys shoot. And for most of the time, most of the videos that I edit, I use Windows Movie Maker. It's a free tool that comes with any Windows operating system, and so I'm going to give you the basic steps on how to edit, save, and get your video ready for upload to either Google Video or YouTube Video or any of the video sites within the internet. So let's go ahead and get started here. The first thing I like to do is I like to make sure that I have my task pane visible, my preview pane, which is over here, and my timeline and my storyboards down here. And if you don't see those, for example, if it looks like this when you open up your Windows Movie Maker, you want to go to View and make sure that these boxes are checked, Toolbar, Status Bar, and then click on the task pane, and that will bring this up. Now we want to bring our video in for editing, and so you want to click on Import Video, and you want to navigate to wherever your video is on your computer. Mine just happens to be on my desktop, so I will left click that one time and then click Import, and that will bring the video in to Windows Movie Maker. If you left click that one time, it will show you the video on the preview pane to the right, and of course you can press play or pause, or you can back it up or move it forward, and then you can actually take your mouse and click and hold on this bar here and slide it to the middle or towards the end of the video as well too, or you can bring it back to the beginning. And you'll notice as we move on editing our video, every step that we do, it will show the changes in this preview pane to your right. So after you've imported your video, you want to come over here and you want to left click and hold that and drag that down to the timeline, to your storyboard, and this will bring the video into an edit mode. Now, under step 2, under editing the movie here, I'm going to show you some of the effects that you can use on your video. And we're not going to use any of these effects, but I want to show you where they're at and give you an example of what they look like, because you can get in there and play around with these. For example, ease in. If you double click on ease in and look over to the right, it will give you an example of exactly what that does. You can double click on this one right here, and you guys can navigate around and see if this is something that you would like to add to your video, little effects for your video. If you find one that you like, then what you do is you left click it one time and just drag it on top of your video. But for this tutorial, we're not going to use any of those, and we're going to go right into making titles or credits. So if you click that, and we have all these examples here, and we're going to begin by adding a title to the beginning of the clip. And if you click that, that will bring up your text editor, and you can name your movie, and that's what I'm going to do here. My Two Girls Sunny Day. Oh, I want to capitalize day. And you notice anything that I type in the text editor, it's going to give you an example of what it looks like on your movie over to the right. Okay, that looks good. All the spelling looks nice, and so now let's edit some of that. And if you come down here to more options, change the title animation. This you can experiment around with as well too, just by single clicking on each one of these, and it will give you an example how it will bring in the text that you just typed. And there's all different examples on here, and you can play around with these. You know, some of them are a little cheesy, but you play around with them until you find one that you like. For this tutorial, I'm going to use fade in and out. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Now I'm going to show you how to edit the font and the colors. So if you go back down here into more options, change the text font and color, and click on that. Any font that you have installed on your computer you can use within Windows Movie Maker. So if you don't like the default settings for that font, you can click that down arrow and scroll down and find a font that you like. I'm going to select Times New Roman. Kind of boring, but it's a clean, crisp font that's easy to read. Another thing you can do once you have your font up there is you can make it bold, you can italicize, you can underline just by clicking that, and it'll give you an example of what it looks like over to the right. If you don't like the color, which is going to default with the white, you can click the A for the color there and change the color, and it'll give you an example of what it looks like once I click OK to that orange, or you can change it to any color that you like. The box to the right of that will change the background color. If you click that, we can change it to a green. We can bring it back to a nice shade there. Click OK, and it'll give you an example. Just to the right of that is the transparency for your text. You can slide this bar and make your text as transparent as you like. I'm going to actually not have it transparent at all. And then of course you can change the size of your font by clicking on the larger A to increase, and then the smaller A to decrease. And of course your position, which I'm going to leave that right there in the center. So everything looks good. I like that. My two girls, sunny day. I like the color, the background color, and the color of the font. So now I'm going to click Done and add the title to the movie. And if you notice down here, what that did is that put that title in the beginning, okay? And then here's the movie. Now, if you want to preview this, any change that you make, you can come over here at any time and press play, and that will preview the changes that you made. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to show you how to do a transition. So if you come back over here and click View Video Transitions, here are some more examples of any transition that you like, and you can double click these for examples and play around with these, and there's a lot of them here. And when you find a transition that you like, I'm going to do the shatter in. What you do is you left click and grab it and drag it down in between the title and the movie clip itself. And then you come over here and you press play, and that's going to show you what that looks like. So now it's going to transition right into the movie. That's nice. I like that. Now I'm going to show you how to add some text onto your video that's going to appear across the bottom. You can a lot of folks like to put either a URL or a telephone number across the bottom here, and so when you look up here you will see Add Title on the selected clip. It brings your text editor back up, and you can type in anything here that you like. I'm going to put my URL for my blog on here, and again, just like with the other text editor, you can change the text font and the color. You can make it bigger, smaller, but I'm going to show you how to bring it down to the bottom here. So if you click Change the Title Animation and scroll up to where I believe it's Subtitle Bottom Overlay, click that. Yes, that's it. You can see that it put it right down there on the bottom. And now I want to change the size of that, so we're going to click Change the Text Font and Color, and we're going to increase the size by clicking that A, and I'm just going to click it until yep, there you go. It will actually, once it's too big to come across the entire video, I'll back it down one size, and that looks good right there. So when we're done, click Done, Add Title to the movie. Great. Now what I'm going to show you how to do is I want to have that text that's on there, I want it to display on the bottom throughout the entire movie. And I'm going to show you how to do that by coming down here to the timeline. Here's the storyboard. If you toggle this switch right here and click that, that will show you the timeline. And if you scroll down over here on the bottom right, you can see the title overlay. And what you do is you just click that and move your mouse cursor over it until you have the two arrows, one pointing to the left and one pointing to the right, and then grab that by left clicking with your mouse and dragging it all the way over to the right to the end of the video, which is right about there. You can actually see the video ends right here because this is the audio. So now if we come up here to the preview bar, I actually have the beginning, the transition, and throughout the whole movie, I'm going to pause this, you're going to see my URL down here at the bottom, and we can just check that by checking the whole movie by dragging that bar all the way over to the right. Okay, now we're ready to save the movie to the computer. Everything looks good. I recommend previewing it before you save it. Come up here and click Save to My Computer, and it's going to ask you to name the movie, and I'm going to name this My Girls 3. It's going to ask you to choose a place to save your movie. I save stuff to the desktop. You can change that by clicking the Browse. Then you click Next. Windows Movie Maker then asks you what settings you like. I recommend coming down here and checking other settings and doing high quality video small or high quality video large. We'll do small. And then click Next. And that's it, guys. Enjoy, go make some movies, edit them, and we'll talk next about how to get them uploaded to your favorite site.